Hi guys, so we're back at 7 weeks and 2 days out from the Scottish Regional, so a little bit of a rundown from the last one. So sitting at 263 this morning. So in all, across the whole prep, we've lost 24 pounds. So 263 is a 2 pound drop from Tuesday, or nearabouts. So what we've done is we're running a high day today, and that should just kind of keep me level until the weekend when we have our scheduled cheat meal on a Saturday night. So that's what Nick and I have been doing. It's kind of every 5 days just now, just the influx of about 750 carbs on the high day. You have to remember as well is that, like, I don't feel I need to do 800, 900, 1,000 grams of carb just yet, because my baseline diet sits around 400 grams of carbs. So still in a very good place food-wise, and it's been the first prep ever that I've had my food this high, this late into the prep. So it's definitely testament to the training output still being sky high. Having more muscle obviously helps massively, and starting far earlier, just kind of chipping away months in advance prior to the official start of the prep has made a huge difference. So yeah, very happy with that. I don't have a weight goal in mind. 255 sounds right in my head, but prior to any kind of carbon up towards the end of the prep. But I'm not trying to. This is not Weight Watchers. I'm not just trying to watch scales all the time. We're trying to make sure the look is bang on. So if that's 255, it's 258. If it's 260, which is unlikely because I'm 263. But yeah, we'll just see how things roll. So everything is running very, very smooth. Like I said, it's 100% the best prep that I've done ever in the past 13 years. So I like the way I look fresh, digestion's still amazing, sleep took a hit the past couple of nights, but other than that, it's still been immaculate throughout the prep. So all these wee markers are definitely in a better spot than they have been in previous years. So we're going to touch on shoulders again today. I know people are probably sick of the shoulder session, but there's some slight differences. For instance, we do no chest work. Well, I do no chest work on a Thursday now with shoulders, just because Nick and I felt that the chest was starting to suffer in terms of just looking flat. It's always the first body part for me to go, and then my shoulders. So we're very hell-bent on staying as full as possible for as long as possible, and not being exposed to being flat for too long. So we're probably, like I said, every 5 days putting in a high day, and 3 out of those 5 days we're kind of running flat. So put the high day in, fill the chest back up, but taking the volume out or taking the workload out later in the week is going to help it recover, stay full, stay round. So that's the thought process there anyway. So we've only done that for 1 week though. So today it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be 5 shoulder exercises. The shoulder actually feels amazing. So last week we put in close grip Smith bench. That's the first time since my operation in December 2022 that I've actually done any kind of flat or any kind of bar press. Didn't feel any pain, no impingement, nothing. So we'll do that again today. And then just a couple of isolation exercises for triceps as well. Still doing training 4 times a week. The arm day was pulled quite a few weeks ago now. I just felt it was a wee bit pointless. The biceps were clearly fried from back the day before, and I like having 2 days off. So that kind of ties in. No, very happy with Luke, very happy with the prep, as is Nick. Definitely on to my best ever, I think. So, but I don't want to jinx it. There's still plenty of work to do. I'm still fat in certain areas, so just keep grinding away, and then we'll see what happens in the next 7 weeks. So enjoy, and yeah, enjoy. So we're going to do 3 working sets. We'll stick in between 15 to 20 reps. So I've been doing that for a long time now. I've kind of mentioned before in previous videos, the reason we're doing that is because I just think I connect better when the weight's lower. Therefore, to make up the volume that we need for stimulus, we need to do 3, maybe sometimes 4 sets, and we intensify it as well. So that's what we're going to just continue to run with that. It's been working. Last week I did feel that by the 3rd set, I was starting to gas. Usually the pump in the 3rd set is the best one out of all 3. I start to feel it diminish a wee bit towards the end. So I'll call it after the 2nd set, just see how things are going. But yeah, hopefully 3 sets.
nickel. I gave him time, it's been too long. Was silent, calm, but now the storm. I'm not the one you can't ignore. I never politic, if I want it, I'ma get mine. Never fake the phone, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm sick of your talking, you got the wrong one. I'm taking your king and I leave him broken. If I am in second, it's after no one. Just give me a second to let him know. I'm the headline, the deadline.
Try to keep the rest periods nice and short as well.
Yep. Out of the ashes, a phoenix arises. Faith of a mustard seed can move any mountains. The people are watching, so I cannot stop it. Been down for too long now, I gotta rock it. Get it out the mud, you know how it goes. Now we sitting in the top, having the rows. Never thought I'd be the one who would play the role. Now look at what we add, man, who would've known? Temperature rising, I feel the pressure is on me. Luckily, I've been out here building an army. Nice. Camouflage on the garage, we run this party. We keep it up the game, cause we wanna come tardy.
Yeah, I'll do 3. We're going to do an intensifier. So we'll do 5s and 3s. So we'll reduce the weight by 2 plates. And then do 3-second positives, 5-second nights. You've seen it about 20,000 times in this channel.
Oh, yeah.
Easy. Good. Come on, up. Gary. Up. There you go. Marshall. Come on. 2, 3. Like that. And again, Nick. 1, 2, 3. Again. Marshall. Right.
Right, so we're going to do rear cable raises. So as you saw there with the Y raises, is that we threw in the 3rd set just because I felt like I could do it. So rather than coming in and being like, I have to only do 2 or have to only do 3, kind of decided there and then. So sometimes you need to just play those cards as and when. So rather than coming in with like 100% game plan, the game plan needs to change sometimes. So 3 sets, 50 to 20 again. Really trying to feel the rear delt doing as much of the work as possible. So.
Good. Nice squeeze. Come on, Gage.
We'll do dumbbell shoulder press next. And last week, the working set felt a bit shaky. What I mean by that is I didn't feel under much control, but I think I was just getting too wound up with moving the weight. So We'll see how the working set goes with the 6 days. That's what we've done last week. If I feel the set's enough, like I did with the Y raises, I'll just do the 1 set, but we'll wait and see how it feels, and I might do a back off the back of it, but we'll see how it goes with the working set. So the working set, probably 8, 12, and then the back off set, probably just AMRAP, as many reps as humanly possible. So.
Good. Go. Good. You know like that. Yep. Come on. Good. Again. Go there. Yeah. Come on. Bang. Let's go. Good. Good. Come on. Get that rub. Follow out. Good. Again. Yes, come on. Up. Good.
So we do all 4s rear flies. Still doing exactly what we did before weeks ago, which is 3 sets of 50 to 20 again. So this one I'm able to, because of the arc through the arm, able to connect with it right at the top. So because it is relatively light, in order to allow for that connection, I don't feel we need to probably reduce the volume here, but as always, we'll play it by ear. It's like, want a high carb day today, like I said at the start, but everything you eat today won't take effect until Friday, Saturday. Yeah, you might feel a wee bit better, but it's not until the days after you notice the effects of it. So. So we're going to jump on the plate loaded side raise now. Just 1 set, rest pause, just to finish the side delts off. So yeah, 12, 15 reps, pause for 20, rep to failure, pause for 20, rep to failure, without taking your arms out as well. So we're keeping constant tension even during the rests. So trust me, you don't need a lot of weight when you do this style. If you were to take the arms out, fair enough, you can maybe put a little bit more weight on, but we're keeping the arms in, just keep that tension in the delt.
Good. Yep. Good. 5 more. Come on. Good. Yep. In. Out. Come on, man.
2, 3, 4.
Yes. Good line. 1, 2. Good.
Chris has still got a wee bit of chest in the shoulder area, whereas I don't. Chris has got a better chest than me, therefore it's more resilient to volume. It's more resilient to volume. So whereas, like I said at the start, Nick and I started to notice that the chest was starting to flatten with the frequency at 2 a week. So whereas Chris's chest seems to stay quite full, not well other than today, but usually it does. So that's what we still got. And then there's no intensifiers either for Chris. So 3 weeks out, 7 weeks out, you can kind of see how things start to kind of change person to person, depending on how the look changes, how the prep changes, how the food changes. So that's one thing to keep in mind as well, is that everyone, like we all follow the same kind of splits, like body part splits, chest, legs, back, shoulders, push-pull legs, whatever it is, but we all have different bodies that kind of dictate how much of each we do. So that's one thing to keep in mind with your own training is, yeah, you might have a set volume at say 20 weeks out or a set plan, but be prepared to shift it as you get closer to the show, which is something I've been horrendous for in previous years. This is the first year I've actually listened to my body and started to strip things back, because usually when you strip things back you feel like a bit of a pussy, to be fair. But you have to remember it's all for the greater good. So if you're doing a set, just say chest flies, use myself as an example. If I'm doing chest flies and I'm not feeling the second or third set, don't do a second or third set. Just stick with the one set, go to complete all-out failure. So, yeah. So do rope extensions this week. So I'm going to do 2, what would be considered warm-up sets, probably sub-max sets, like a set of 15, a set of 12, and then an all-out set for 12, 15 with a drop.
Two more. Good. Yes. Yeah.
2.
Go. Come on. Leg squeeze. Yeah. Good. Yep. Two more. We want for you, just start straight out.
So we'll do a close grip press here. So like I said, we trialled this last week because any kind of bar work was a big no-no for the rotator cuff. Whereas last week, no issues at all, no impingement, no pain, nothing. So run it again, see if we can do a wee bit more weight. Stayed fairly conservative last week. We'll go a wee bit heavier today. Just one all-out set. No drops, nothing that. Just one all-out set.
on. Right. Yeah. Come on now. One rep. Everything. Whoa. Here we go. Come on, rock it. Right.
So we do a superset we've done before. So it's the over the shoulder extensions. I should maybe not do that on YouTube. And bent over extensions of that. YouTube banned. So we're going to finish off 3 sets of calves, just 20 reps, nice and light. As you saw there, the plan was 3 supersets, but we both agreed 2 was enough. Like for instance, like while I was getting to the end of that superset, I was just getting a pump and a feel in the triceps, like a proper skin bursting one. But if I'd done a third, I wouldn't be doing it, getting anything out of it. So just 2 sets of that. So obviously prior to adding in the close grip bench, we had like 2 isolation exercises and then that, so that's going to be far less taxing on the tricep than say a close grip press. So that's why that's maybe suffered a wee bit just due to that. So there's always a reason for everything. So. So that wraps up shoulders. So as you can see there, Chris and I have slightly different sessions. So Chris is 3 weeks out, I'm 7. So Chris doesn't have any intensifiers, I've still got all mine in. Chris still has his chest work. So as I said before, in the off season we were doing a chest day and then an exercise on shoulder day on Thursday, so technically a push. Whereas I've taken that out and Chris has kept in 1 set. So as you can see, there's slight variations in training. At the end of the day, we all do the same things. We all do incline dumbbell press, a squat variation, a leg press variation. It just differs person to person, like that kind of minute detail. So like I said over there, Chris's chest is more developed than mine. He's got a thicker, more genetically superior chest, so he can handle the frequency, whereas as we saw from my check-ins, I can't. So for instance, with legs, I do 5 working sets. Chris does 8. So as you can see, slightly different setup. So just keep that in mind. So if you are training a duo, keep that in mind that if you're like deep in a prep or a deficit, one person might have to do less or more than the other. So one thing to keep in mind. So like I said, we're 7 weeks on Saturday. Everything's flying. Physique is responding brilliantly, the best it ever has. So I'm excited to see how things progress. Might wear a vest for the next training video. It's all going well, and hopefully in 7 weeks' time, and then 3 weeks later in Alicante, bring the best look I've ever brought. So remember to subscribe, like, comment, share. See you later.